Listen, Andrew, there is 1,000 things that I would like to say to you that I won't say because this is a charity match. But at the end of the day, I am going to finally put you where you belong, the bottom of the pile. You've lucked out into win after win. You beat me once. I whooped you a second time. And the third time is going to settle the score when I whoop you all over the ring. And I prove that I am the true champion, the lineal heavyweight champion. I've already done this once. I shouldn't have to do it twice. The first time should have been for the belt. There was our first mistake. The fact that I even have to play you again. And what disgusts me even more is that after I get done beating you tonight, I know that you can demand an immediate rematch, and you'll likely get it. But I don't care. What I care about is right now. When I walk the walk. I've talked and talked and talked, and God knows I talk a hell of a lot better than you do. But at the end of tonight, at the end of Trivia for Thon, the minor threat will be the heavyweight champion and the tag team champion. Matty Two Belts has a real nice ring to it. And Andy No Belts sounds even better. I can't wait, bud.
You know, there is a very good chance tonight that it is my last night as CWT World Heavyweight Champion. Matt is such a fantastic player. Just look at what he's done in this league. He is the current tag champion, is a former two-time workhorse champion. He beat me, the only person to beat me in this league, and not to toot my own horn or anything, but if you're going to beat me in this league, you have to be great, not good, great. And he is the 2019 Player of the Year, award that he very much deserves, an award that I even voted for him to win. And I know with the way he's been playing lately, I have to go perfect or nearly perfect. And with the way I've been playing, especially recently, that seems like it's going to be an impossible task to do. But Matt, if you think that I'm just going to roll over and give you the belt and hand you the win, you are sorely mistaken. Because you see, Matt, when you beat me the last time we faced, you woke up a sleeping giant. You lit a fire inside of me, and I have never been more focused and more determined to do anything entire life. I have studied so hard for this match. I studied hard for this match than I have for anything else in my entire life. And I am so ready to not only retain my title for the third time, but to prove once and for all that I'm not the paper champion. I'm not the phony that everyone claims that I am. I may not win tonight. I may win tonight. We will see. We don't know. We have 2 rounds that nobody's ever played before. But I promise you that I am going to give this match everything I have. I am going to try my absolute hardest to win this match. And hopefully, whether I win or whether I lose, I remind people why I won the title in the first place. Holler if you hear me.
Welcome, everybody, to the CWT Heavyweight Championship match, the main event for CWT here at Trivia for Thon 2. I'm your host, Hunter Chambliss, and I'm joined by my co-host, the founder of Trivia for Thon, and the second one, Nico Swami-Regoli. How's it going, man?
It is going good. It is going good. It feels very appropriate that this championship, which main evented and closed out last year's Trivia for Thon 2. It was the inaugural championship match for this promotion. It was the inaugural championship match for Trivia for Thon. And now here it is once again, main eventing for the second year in a row. Andrew, once again, like he won it when there was no champion last year. Now he's essentially in the same territory as guys like CM Punk, Hulk Hogan, Kazuchika Okada, Bruno Sammartino, reaching that year-long reign. Like he's just a few close by the time this will actually air for you all to watch. Can he do it, though? Can he do it? That is the big question. He ended his promo with the words of Scott Steiner, but it felt a little bit more like the NWA former World's Heavyweight Champion Tim Storm talking about his mama, talking about the journey, the long journey he's taken to get to where he is today. Matt, on the other hand, he has been on a destruction path that started in the latter half of last year because he didn't start out as great.
No.
Like he had a rough go of things at first, and then something started clicking once that Workhorse Championship was introduced. It gave him a fire, it gave him a desire, it gave him a passion to keep pushing through to make history. And now here he is. He has a chance to make history once again. He was already double belted this week. He's one half of the first ever tag champions, me being the other half. He held the Workhorse title along with it, and it was in his second reign. He lost it this week, but he's still hungry to be double champion once again.
Yeah.
So Matt, one of these players will cement themselves as the best of all time that this league has ever seen, and I can't wait to see who comes out on top. But before we do, this is the reminder that I give you. I've given it to you for every video you've watched. Here it is once again. Trivia for Thon 2, hashtag trivia, the number 4, THON, the number 2. Click the link in the description below of this video and donate to the 4 Diamonds Pediatric Cancer Research Fund as part of my and Penn State New Kensington's annual Thon fundraising efforts. The 4 Diamonds is a brilliant organization. All the proceeds donated to it go to not only finding a cure for cancer, but also covering the costs of families who have children enrolled at the Penn State Hershey Children's Hospital who are undergoing treatment right now. We need their fights are rough. My dad went through cancer. His fight was rough. So just knowing that someone has your back, someone can help ease the pain a little bit by taking away those costs that go to all the chemo, all the radiation, and everything in between, it makes a gigantic difference. So please, the goal is 10,000, but it doesn't matter if you have $1,000 or just $1. Every donation makes a difference. So please.
Both of these competitors, this is the trilogy. This is the third match between these two. Matt started out, as you said, with a loss against Andrew. Pretty hard loss to Andrew, I should say. The second match, he came back and he dominated Andrew in that match. So this one's the rubber match. This one is going to be a very, very, very close match, and especially with rounds 3 and 4 being different with a 5-rounder, this should be very entertaining.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Like there have been many fights in the history of sports entertainment, and a lot of matches when it comes to trilogies go unique ways. And this one is so unique in that one competitor dominated the other one in the first, and then the opposite happened in the second match. This is the rubber match. Where do they stand? Like, who has made the better improvements? Who has made more improvements? That's the question we're going to find out the answer to here tonight. But if all that is said and done, Hunter, may I get into the intros, please?
Please do.
Alrighty. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is 5 rounds for the Combat Wrestling Trivia Heavyweight Championship of the World. And is your main event of the evening and trivia for Thorn 2. Introducing first, with a record of 8 wins and 6 losses. We think he's played a lot. We kind of lost track. He is the former 2-time Combat Wrestling Trivia Workhorse Champion and one half of the newly crowned first ever and current Combat Wrestling Trivia Tag Team Champions of the World, the Challenger, the Minor Threat, Matthew Rosa.
Let's get this over with. I got more important stuff to do. I'm just kidding.
Damn.
And his opponent, with a record of 6 victories and 1 defeat. And we're actually sure of it this time. For almost a full year, he is the first ever current, reigning, and 2-time defending undisputed
Nah, no,
combat.
lineal. Boxing rules. Come on, Nico. Anyway, go ahead.
Never mind. Heavyweight champion of the world, Andrew the Dude Hayes.
Boom.
All right, guys. Here's how round number 1 will work. You guys have been here before, but to explain to the audience, we will have 8 questions in 8 determined categories, 4 from Andrew and 4 from Matt. 15 seconds to write down, whiteboards only. Write down your answer. Show it to the screen at the exact same time. If you get it correct, you gain 1 point. If you miss it, nothing happens. Are you guys ready?
Yeah, I think I've played this round before.
No,
I bet you have.
I just want to get this round done and over with.
All right. Nico, are you ready?
I am. Let's do this.
Let's go to combat, ladies and gentlemen. Do you want odds or evens?
I'll go first. We'll do odds.
All right.
All right, gentlemen. Your first question is in the category of nicknames from the WWE. And your question is, what WWE superstar was known as the Giant Killer?
The Giant Killer.
Feels like there could be multiple answers, but I'm just saying it feels like it. We all know WWE build one person as this.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down, Andrew.
Is it Spike Dudley?
That is correct for 1 point.
Ooh.
Matt.
I had Danny Padilla, so I'm gonna challenge.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so we're back from the challenge, and here's what we uncovered. So there is a video on WWE.com of the Giant Killer, Danny Padilla, being interviewed by Mean Gene Okerlund in 1991. The thing is, though, this was as a part of Vince McMahon's other baby, the World Bodybuilding Federation. So he was not a wrestler. He appears on the World Wrestling Federation's website, but he was not there as a wrestler. He was there as a bodybuilder. So therefore, we cannot give Matt the point. He unfortunately loses his challenge. And so we shall continue the match from here.
Yep. All right, guys.
Know him.
I don't know.
All right, guys. Your second question in the category of NXT TakeOver. Who did Adrian Neville defend his NXT championship against at the first NXT TakeOver event? This was a great match.
It was. It was.
Seems very underrated, in my opinion.
Oh, yes. Both competitors were very underrated by the company they worked for.
3, 2.
Repeat.
All right, 1 repeat from Matt.
Why do I not have this?
All right, so the question is, in the category of NXT TakeOver, who did Adrian Neville defend his NXT championship against at the first NXT TakeOver event? It's just...
I was going to say, so many good matches in the history of NXT TakeOver, and this was one of the first.
Almost every TakeOver event has at least one great match.
Oh, duh, I'm so stupid.
4, 3, 2.
Okay, gotta get back in the swing of things. Gosh.
Pin down, Matt.
Obviously Tyson Kidd. Oh my god.
That is correct. Andrew.
Ty Dillinger. Just kidding. Tyson Kidd.
That is correct.
Oh, I'm so dumb. Wow.
If I was acting as his teammate or manager, I'd be telling Matt to calm down, but I cannot do that because I'm a host right now. Anyway, your third question, gentlemen, in the category of WWE finishers.
Oh, boy.
And your question is, what was the name of the Miz's swinging reverse DDT finisher? And can both competitors please keep their boards on screen so we can see where their hands are?
Sorry. I apologize.
There we go.
Yeah, this one is a finisher that a lot of people forget about.
I forgot about it. I got this wrong and tested.
Hopefully I didn't forget. I
2,
think I remember.
1. Pins down, Andrew.
I believe that would be the Wizard of Oz.
That is correct.
Wow.
Matt,
It's the Wizard of Oz.
that is correct.
What did I answer for this?
I think you said something like show stealer or something like that.
It was something related to the red carpet. I don't know. Ask
Yeah.
the next question, please.
The next question is in the category of the Money in the Bank ladder match. The question is, Lord Tensai competed in one Money in the Bank match. In what year's match did he compete?
Okay.
Championship level questions.
I can't think of Lord Tensai without thinking of his interactions with Brodus Clay, and when Brodus Clay
Tons
asked
of
him,
punk.
My
Lord
dad,
Prince Albert.
my dad loves Brodus Clay, and he doesn't even watch wrestling. He just
5,
knows him from somewhere.
4,
Fox
3,
News
Is it
probably.
Fox News.
1.
God
Pin
help us
down,
all.
Matt.
I think this is the only year I remember him being active. 2012.
That is correct. Andrew,
I almost dropped my board. 2012.
that is correct. Back and forth.
Nicely done, gentlemen. 4-3. Andrew so far perfect. Will he get a bonus question at the end? Your fifth question is in the T-shirt company, All Elite Wrestling. And your
TV
question,
in 2023 now.
yes,
Good for them.
but that's not the question. Your actual question is, who did Hangman Page last eliminate to win the Casino Battle Royal at the pay-per-view Double or Nothing?
With the AEW questions, I have to go kind of specific because there's only been a short amount of time, you know?
Well, yeah, it's only been around for
4 or
a
5
couple
months.
months. Yeah. Although All In, the first event was from at least over a year ago.
Yeah.
Jeez.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down, Matt.
I don't know. MJF.
That
That's
is
correct.
Andrew,
MJF.
that is correct.
That was a pre-show match. It was on the buy-in. that they like to call it.
WGN America.
Yep.
I had to watch that on my
Alright,
phone.
Me too. Your next question is in the category of the Elimination Chamber matches. And the question is, Sheamus, The Big Show, and what other superstar are 0-4 inside the chamber match? Matt's faces are hilarious.
Jesus Christ.
By the way,
Matt.
I did not write this one.
I should
You're
probably
not
fact
blaming me.
check it.
Oh man, I'm stuck between two people.
I'm just gonna fact check this one in case.
This is a complete guess only because I know this person has been in quite a few
5,
elimination chambers.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down, Andrew.
R-Truth?
That is correct. And Matt.
Yeah, no, I had Kane.
And for the record, everyone would say Kofi Kingston, but he did win one of the 4 chamber matches.
Yeah.
He won
Tag
that-
chamber, right?
Yeah.
the tag
Yep.
chamber. Yep.
So that was correct, right? I'm just making sure.
Yeah, R-Truth is correct.
Yes, and I'm double checking to be sure, and it is correct. Yes.
Okay. Damn. I can't believe I got that one.
Andrew gets that 6th point. He is just 2 questions away from a bonus.
Damn, I can't
But
believe-
Matthew's still strongly behind with 4.
Can't
Yep.
believe I got 6 points in round 1, or have 6 points in round 1. Damn.
All right, your 7th penultimate question is in the category of often imitated, somewhat of a duplication. It's the Bullet Club.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And your question is, who was the first Japanese member to join the Bullet Club in 2014? And first and last name, I believe is what we
Yes,
need.
first and
Okay.
last name.
Ah,
Ooh.
damn. I just
Technically, he went by a nickname. when
No.
he joined, but I get what I mean. I know who it is. Obviously, if I know his nickname.
Yeah.
I really hope I spelt this right.
Spelling doesn't matter as long as you come close to it.
I would love to have
Really,
JTE in here just to see how he would spell Japanese names.
Who?
JTE.
He wouldn't even
I
get
mean-
close.
I just hope I got somewhat close.
3, 2, 1. Pins down, Matt.
The Tokyo Pimp Yujiro Takahashi.
That is correct.
Yujiro
Yeah.
Takahashi. Hold on.
Incorrect. Incorrect.
What'd you say?
I'm just kidding.
Oh,
Yujiro
Yujiro Takahashi.
I knew he spelled it just fine.
You said incorrect. I thought this was going to be another Castagnoli situation where I was off by like one letter.
No, you were fine.
All right, guys. Your final question is in the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, the big gold belt.
Okay.
And the question is, who holds the longest one-time reign with the World Heavyweight Championship with 282 days? Now, again, we're talking about the WWE version, not the WCW version.
Yeah.
I'll
Who
give
had
them,
the longest single reign of the championship?
Yep. So I'll give them a little bit extra time if they need it.
Do we need extra time?
I mean, I got it.
You have the answer?
Pretty sure I got it too.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down, Andrew.
The Animal Batista?
That is correct.
Perfect
Damn.
round.
No, I didn't have it. I had Triple H. I thought the Reign of Terror.
I thought the same thing in testing.
Yeah. Not a bad guess.
But with that, Andrew has gone perfect. So do we have a bonus question for him?
All right. The bonus question for Andrew only is, what current NWA champion goes by the nickname the AK-47?
I know this.
You know what's stupid? Like when studying like stuff, like I remember going over this, but it's not.
5, 4,
I'm not even.
3, 2, 1.
I don't know.
The correct answer is Allison Kay,
Yeah, that's who it is. All right.
the AK.
Yeah. No, I remember studying it, but it just wasn't clicking for me.
All right, guys. So at the end of round number 1, we have Andrew in the lead with 8 and Matt right behind with 5. This match could go either way now, especially with round 2, 3, 4.
So far, it's living up to all the expectations we had
Yes,
for it.
it is. So, Nico, explain how round number 2 works.
All right, gentlemen, what's going to happen here is in round 2, there's going to be a wheel. Andrew, because he's in the lead, has the option to spin first or defer on that wheel. You will get whoever ends up spinning the wheel first, they will spin it. If they like what they landed on, they can keep it. If they didn't like what they landed on, they can choose to spin again. But once they do, they have to take whatever they land on that second time. They will then be asked 4 questions that will be worth 2 points from that category. If they want to go down to multiple choice for 1 point, they have the option to do so.
All right, so I'm bringing up
And
the wheel.
points are stealable.
Yes. All right, guys. So our categories are WWE nicknames, NXT Takeover, WWE finishers, Money in the Bank, On This Day, Shawn Michaels, and spinners and opponent's choice. Andrew, you want to spin first or defer?
Hunter, prime the wheel real quick.
I'll have Matt go first.
All right, Matt. So that's
For
a
the record,
primer.
this is not the official spin. This is just
And
a prime.
your spin is in. It lands on NXT Takeover. You want to keep it or spin again?
That's a strength of Andrews.
Part of me wants to, but part of me feels like he could steal a lot of points on me, and there's nothing on that wheel I don't like. So let's test fate. Let's spin again.
All right. Your spin is in. You must keep whatever it lands on here. And it lands on this day.
The
can
one
do that.
category I really didn't want. So
I
thank
can
you.
do that.
All right. May I give Matt his questions and on this day?
Yes, you may, because I'm his tag partner anyway. So
Okay.
That would look sketchy.
yes.
All right, Matt. Your first question in the category of on this day is, what year saw the very first TNA lockdown pay-per-view?
Oh, so I start in.
Again, hands where we can see them, please, just
Yeah.
for the sake of it.
So
Multiple choice.
2007.
Chance for a steal, Andrew.
2005.
That is correct for 2 points.
Big steal.
Big steal by Andrew there. All right, Matt, your second question in the category of on this day is, Jay Lethal became both ROH World and TV Champion at Best in the World in what year?
Gosh. Multiple choice.
Okay. Is it A, 2014, B, 2015, C, 2016, or D, 2017?
2015.
That is correct for 1 point. Your third question, penultimate question in the category of on this day is, what year saw the first and only WWE pay-per-view, the Wrestling Classic?
Gosh. Oh man, I know this. Multiple.
All right, is it A, 1982, B, 1983, C, 1984, or D, 1985?
Dang it, Nico. I'm sorry, man. I know this too. It was options again.
All right, is it A, 1982, B, 1983, C, 1984, or D, 1985?
It's 85.
That is correct.
Not the TNA pay-per-view.
There was more than one?
There was more than one.
Crap. How many repeats do I have? 2?
2 repeats.
Okay. For safety's sake, we'll go multiple.
All right, is it A, 1997, B, 1998, C, 1999, or D, 2000?
Great, that's helpful. Bad multiple choice options. Who are your question writers? Oh gosh.
How you doing, Matt?
Bad. Oh, you meant Matt? Do you mean Cutler?
Damn.
99.
That is correct for 1 point.
He maneuvered through it, and he got through it.
That he did. Okay, guys. So at the end of the match round, he scored 8 with Andrew with a big 2-point steal at 10. All right, Andrew, are you ready for your spin?
Yeah.
This is still anyone's game. It's still early in the match.
It's still anybody's game. I'm going to go ahead and take off on this day.
Man.
Yes, because I was recently in a match where the wheel kept landing on the same thing 10 times in a row. I'm not joking. It legitimately happened that way.
All right. Your spin is in.
Wait. Let this be a prime. Let this be a prime spin.
All right. This is a prime. All right. Now your real spin is in.
I like how both primes landed on spin's choice.
That's why
no!
we do a prime spin.
Oh my god.
Crap, and I can't let you spin away from this either. So,
Damn.
All right, you got WWE nicknames, NXT TakeOver, WWE finishers, Money in the Bank, or Shawn Michaels.
I mean, he said, "Oh crap" when he heard it in round 1. I got to be smart. Nicknames.
Okay. WWE nicknames.
This close to Shawn Michaels.
Using strategy.
It's
do what you
smart.
gotta do.
Good strategy.
I don't want to
Alright.
do it, but Opponent
Yeah,
choice
no.
on the wheel, so.
Yeah, it is what it is, man.
Okay, I found the questions. Here we go. Your first question in WWE nicknames. Who was known as the Samoan Bulldozer?
Oh, that would be Umaga.
2 points. Question number 2. In the category of WWE nicknames. What former WWE diva was known as the Duchess of Dudleyville?
Stacy Keibler?
That's another 2 points. Penultimate question. This superstar was also a pro-American football star who went by the nickname the Big Cat.
I think I'm gonna go to multiple choice for this one.
Okay. Your options are A, Bill Goldberg, B, Bronco Nagurski, C, Ernie Ladd, or D, Tito Santana.
I know who it's not. But that doesn't really help. C? I'm gonna guess C. So C.
C is correct.
It's correct.
Jesus Christ.
And your final question in this category. Who is, and I quote unquote, I mean to say, the man who made Milwaukee famous?
Multiple choice, please.
Alrighty. Your options are A, Austin Aries, B, The Crusher, C, Mr. Kennedy. I resisted the urge to not say his catchphrase. Or D, Hornswoggle.
All guys from Milwaukee.
Well, I know who it's not. Again.
Do you?
Well, yeah, I guess we're gonna find out. I mean, I guess I don't know. Three of them just don't sound right.
Hunter, get ready to count down.
5, 4.
This is please guess the Crusher.
That is
What?
correct.
Reggie Lazowski.
I didn't sound like Hornswoggle, or I didn't think it was Aries or Kennedy. So
And
All right,
Kennedy's from Wisconsin. Kennedy's from Green Bay.
Green Bay.
yeah, that's
You're right. All from Wisconsin.
Yep. All right. So at the end of round number 2, I have Andrew in the lead with 16 and Matt behind with 8. Correct?
6.
I have the same.
All right. Going into the new round 3 format for a championship match. This is called the strength round. So since Andrew is in the lead, we will begin with his strength, which is NXT TakeOver. Here's how it works. 3 questions worth 1 point apiece. You get them right, you gain those points. Something happens if you miss. You guys understand?
We're both writing them down,
No.
or just me, just me.
Just Andrew and then just Matt.
Oh,
All right, so I don't need my whiteboard for this one.
Shouldn't Matt
No.
go first? Shouldn't Matt go first because he's behind?
Yeah. All right. So Matt will begin with his strength, which is WWE nicknames. All right, Matt, are you ready?
Yep, sure.
Your first question is, who is known as Mr. No Days Off?
Darren Young.
That is correct for 1 point. Your second question, what current 205 Live star goes by the nickname The Perfect 10?
Enunciate.
The Perfect 10.
Aria Davari.
As incorrect. Correct answer is Lindsay Dorado. The Perfect 10.
I
Like
get
cat.
it. The cat.
I was
Cat.
thinking like Persian.
I was thinking my favorite person in the world, Ty Dillinger. Like honestly,
That's why I told him to enunciate.
Yeah. And finally, what French women's superstar was known as the ultra dangerous superstar?
Maurice?
That is correct for 1 point.
Oh, wow.
All right, Andrew. Your category is NXT TakeOver.
I'll do
And your
this one.
first one is, huh?
I'll do this one.
Okay, go ahead.
Andrew, your first question in your strength category is: at what NXT takeover did Asuka make an appearance in the audience?
Takeover Unstoppable.
That's incorrect.
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn won.
That's crazy. You know what? Just for the sake of it, I'm gonna challenge that.
Okay.
Just because.
It's a Bateman challenge.
Yeah.
No, he's wrong.
And only because I just don't remember it happening. I was at that one. I just don't remember it happening. Not saying that it's wrong or anything, but just cause. Why not?
All right, so we have checked just to be sure of everything, and yes, Asuka did make an appearance in the audience at NXT Takeover Brooklyn. She was still going by her former ring name from Japan at the time, but she was there in the audience. So Andrew does not get the point. We move on to the second question of 3 here in his strength round, and his question is: who was Roderick Strong's first takeover opponent at NXT Takeover San Antonio? And we need the full name.
It's the man that I forgot about last time, Andrade Cien Almas.
That is 1 point.
Mm-hmm.
And your final question in this category: what match was the 25th anniversary takeover main event? And we need you to specify the match type.
20. It was Adam Cole versus Johnny Gargano for the NXT Championship in just a regular singles match.
That is
Got it.
correct.
That the wording of that question kind of threw me off.
Again, I didn't write that one. So at the end of the strength round, I have Andrew with 15, 18, and Matt with 10, correct?
Yes, 18 to 10. Thank God for that betting round at the end, because that really opens things back up.
Yes, it does. Next is the deep cuts round.
This is whiteboard, right?
Yes, this is whiteboard, and this is how it's going to work. There's a 2-pointer, 3-pointer, and 5-pointer. We have 2 categories, and with Andrew in the lead, he can pick category 1 or category 2. And then if you gain the points if you get them right, and then you don't lose them if you don't get it right. But there's 2, 3, and a 5-pointer. Andrew, you want round 1 or round 2?
Give me 1.
You want 1.
So we're getting the same questions.
Same questions, write them down. And they're worth 2, 3, and 5.
Okay.
All right. You chose category 1, which is on this day.
Oh gosh. Deep cuts on this day? Oh,
Can I give
no.
them?
Was that
What?
I was asking Nico if I can give the questions for deep cuts.
Sure, why not?
Your 2-pointer question. What year did Triple H win his first WWE title? WWE Championship. So, this is very interesting.
Yeah. Yep.
Need
We are,
answer.
we are referring to the heavyweight title, correct?
The WWE Championship.
Okay. Just clarifying.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, Matt.
1999.
That is correct for 2 points.
And I see the board. You had it to the side of the
Oh,
screen as
yep,
well.
sure thing, buddy. 1999.
Andrew.
98. I got it wrong.
Ooh. Matt's catching up a little bit.
Nicely done.
Your
All right,
three
second time I showed it, I swiped a little with my eraser, so it looked less like 1999 than the first time I tried to show it. But I promise you, he beat Mankind. It was on Raw.
Yeah,
September 15th.
We
It's fine.
trust you. We trust you.
No,
All right. Your
I
three-pointer.
saw it.
Your three-pointer. Nigel McGuinness won his first and only ROH World Championship at Undeniable in what year?
My favorite category.
So many of these on this day questions come from ROH. That's why people hate it so much. Do we have any people in the Combat Wrestling Network who have the Honor Club to actually go back and watch these things? Okay, then. Never mind.
I don't, but I just use I just go through and watch old matches.
Using all that shmoney from being a musician, baby.
There you go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down, Andrew.
I guess 2004.
Nope.
That is incorrect,
The
Matt.
only undeniable pay-per-view was 2007.
That is correct for 3 points.
Let's go!
Nice.
3
now we're at
points behind. He can take the lead with this 5-pointer.
18-15, baby.
Not
This
dead!
is the match we wanted right here. And your 5-pointer. What year did Sid Vicious debut in WCW?
He has half the brain that you do.
That's one of my favorite promos of all time.
I got half the brains that you do.
Right behind Steiner Math. It's like that.
Steiner Math is the greatest promo of all time.
Senor Joe.
Senor Joe.
He called him Senor Joe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down, Matt.
It was Sid Iudi in 1989.
That is correct for 5 points. Andrew.
I didn't get it right.
Wow.
20-18. Matt takes the lead going into the final round. This is insanity.
Who saw this coming, baby?
We could be
Damn.
crowning a new champion tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, round number 5. This is the betting round, and it works like this. 5 questions. Each competitor can bet between 1 and 3 points. You get it right, you gain those points. You miss it or don't answer, you lose those points. You guys understand?
Yes, sir.
All right.
And
Since
do you
I
guys
did-
also understand that you can click the link in the description below and donate to Trivia for Thon 2, hashtag trivia, the number 4, THON, the number 2. I've forgotten to do this in between the other rounds, so I'm going to
It's
do it
fine.
right now. Click that link in the description below and donate to the 4 Diamonds Pediatric Cancer Research Fund as part of my and Penn State New Kensington's annual Thon fundraising efforts. I mentioned the 4 Diamonds earlier and what they do. Thon is a brilliant event that Penn State puts on every February at the Bryce Jordan Center. People dancing for 46 hours straight to raise money for the 4 Diamonds Fund. It's crazy. I've been there twice. I'm going there again. It's amazing what people can do when they come together for something special.
Of course. Yes. All right, Nico, since I did the last round, you can kick off with the first question in round 5.
Alrighty. Gentlemen, your first category, nicknames. No specific promotion included, just nicknames.
I'm down. But do I go 3?
This is a very intense match right here. Matt sweeping the deep cuts round.
Call me the king of the deep cuts, baby.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Andrew, how many points you betting?
3.
3 points. Okay.
Good boy.
And Matt.
3.
3 points for Matt.
You
My God.
ballsy boys. Your question in nicknames. You both wagered 3 points. And your question is, what current NXT UK superstar is known as, quote unquote, wrestling genius?
The wrestling genius, but
It was not the was not
Yeah.
included in here.
Yeah.
I'm like Ron Burgundy. I read what's in front of me.
Wait, I just realized. I was like, oh man, I wonder who this is. But now I'm like, oh wait, obviously.
Go F yourself, San Diego. 5, 4,
Whale's vagina. Just
Alright,
censor that because this is for kids.
2, 1. Pins down, Andrew.
Cassius Ohno.
That is correct for 3 points.
The best British wrestler, Cassius Ohno.
3, that's correct. 21 to 23, correct?
That is what I have. Yes.
Matt is still in the lead. All right, your next category to bet points on is WWE, and that's from 2000 up. What a match.
2000 up. So literally 20 years of wrestling.
Yep.
Yep.
Cool.
Just thank God I didn't put classics on here.
No, classics I'm great at. Have you seen me miss a classics question? I don't think so.
5, 4,
Thank you, Hunter.
2, 1. All right, Matt, how many points you bet?
2.
2. Andrew.
Go big or go home. 3.
Oh, Andrew could take the lead with this question if he gets it right.
Well, and I miss it. I would have to miss it.
Yeah. Your
Math.
question is, who did Edge defeat to win the 2001 King of the Ring tournament?
Really? Really?
That's a certain wrestler's catchphrase from today.
Really?
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 5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat.
All right. Repeat from Matthew, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Matt has one repeat remaining. The category of WWE. Who did Edge defeat to win the 2001 King of the Ring tournament? I wish they would give somebody championship opportunities
I remember the semifinals.
like they used to do in the old King of the Ring days.
I think it's this guy.
Now it just seems like if you win the King of the Ring, it's nothing but a new gimmick where you become like the corrupt king.
Baron Corbin looks stupid in that crown, but I like.
Also, if I pull this, hey losers who want to say in the comments that I cheated, this board can't stay up like this if I'm cheating. Anyway,
Pins down, Matt.
pretty sure it's Kurt Angle.
That is correct for 2 points. And Andrew,
Kurt Angle.
that is correct for 3 points.
25 to 24.
25-24. Matt's in the lead by 1 point.
Crap.
All right. Your third question is in the category of, and again, no promotion is specified here. It is just finishers.
Oh my God.
All right.
Now, at this point, we could have a new record setter. The way this match is going, we could have a new points record.
Oh, you're right.
Possibly.
Yeah, didn't think about that.
Yep.
I
It's
got the
24-25 right now. The record's 26. So,
I feel like we're in Shogun versus Henderson 1, where like one player was leading for the first half, one player was leading for the second half, and now we're
Yeah.
getting that beautiful.
It's
fifth
more like
record.
Chael Sonnen and Anderson Silva.
one.
I'm tapping him out in the last second.
Points for Andrew.
3.
Matt.
3.
Woo!
If I
Okay.
can pull Joe's finisher, I'm pretty sure I can pull anything at this point.
Oh boy. Speaking of New Japan finishers,
Oh boy.
what is the name of Sonata's sleeper finisher?
Sonata, or AKA the Great Sonata, if you remember that.
Ugh.
I just remember anything before New Japan. I just remember him being a part of James Storm's faction in TNA,
That's right, he was. Yep.
the Revolution.
Yep.
James Storm had good music in TNA.
Oh, he has some of the best.
Long necks and rednecks are my
5,
friends.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down, Matt.
He tried to hit it like 87 trillion times. It's the skull end.
That
Can I
is
see the board,
correct.
please?
3 points.
I'm sorry. I got the side end of the screen again.
I saw it. I saw it all the way.
Okay. I was like, I just erased it. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, Nico. I saw it all the way.
Skull end.
That is correct.
This board sucks. I promise I'll get a new one.
It's all good. It's like Adonis was holding his board in a taping last night, like to the side of the camera.
27 to 28. Matt is still in the lead by 1 point. What a
Andrew,
match.
this one wasn't a blowout for either of us.
I know.
Your
that's-
10 ultimate question is in the category of on this day.
Screw it. Deep cuts didn't do me too bad.
I gotta go.
I saw Andrew's face like fully. I just saw him go.
Problem is, I'm using a really effective strategy. I'm going 3 every time because it forces Andrew to as well.
Yeah, no. And if I get this wrong, it's done. Honestly.
Let's start with Andrew.
3.
3. And Matt.
3.
All right.
3.
I see it. Okay, I see it.
Your question is, speaking of King of the Ring, what year saw the final King of the Ring pay-per-view event, not counting network specials?
Okay, that was about to be my first question.
Yep, not counting network specials, the final pay-per-view with King of the Ring in the title.
Crap.
I love wrestling, but God, there's so many specifics to it sometimes, and it gets
There
annoying
is.
to have to include them all.
This is a crazy match.
Oh yeah.
What a way to end Trivia for Thon 2.
Can't think of any way better.
I really hope I got this.
Whew.
Because if I got this, this is the belt. For
4,
sure.
3, 2, 1. Pins down, Andrew.
2002.
That is correct.
For my papa, it's 2002.
That is correct.
All right. We go into this last question.
What is it? 5, 10, 15, 20. We got 30 to 31.
Yep.
Yes, it is 30 to 31. Boy.
I don't even care what the category is. I'm going 3.
Final
All right.
3, 2, man.
question.
Okay, so we already know the bets. It's
3,
plus
3.
or minus. Yeah, it's 3-3 going around. Both people.
Let me guess. NXT takeover.
I can only hope, honestly.
No.
Oh.
The category is Ring of Honor.
You gotta be.
Oh.
Absolutely. And I apologize to the editors for me.
Yeah, hey, you locked in your bets?
I know.
I don't think we can change them at this point.
No, I wouldn't want to change them anyway. I have to.
Okay.
Right, so tell them the questions. 3
But I'm
apiece.
fighting, bud.
All right.
One last time.
Your final question for all the marbles for the title. The team of Rocky Romero and Roderick Strong were known by what name?
I have no heckin' clue, which means he has even less of a heckin' clue.
No, I looked this up like a week ago.
Did you already write it?
No, I can't remember what the name is.
The anticipation is high here. 1 point difference.
When they reveal their boards, I'm not even going to say if they're correct until I see both answers.
Can you go
Go
to
ahead and
Matt?
repeat it. Do I have a repeat left? I think I have one, right?
Yes, you have one repeat left.
Because actually, I think I remember.
Okay. Using your last repeat, your question in the category of Ring of Honor is the team of Rocky Romero and Roderick Strong were known by what name?
I'm going to write it like this
All right.
just because I know how people are going to be. Because I said I had no clue, and then I remembered. So here I am, writing with my non-dominant right hand. Here's my left hand.
I hope I'm able to read what he wrote then, because if he's using the hand that he doesn't.
Oh, I'm ambidextrous. I can write with both hands.
5, 4, 3, 2, won. Pins down. We're not going to say who won yet. Let's start with Matt.
So if I'm right, this is kind of a scummy question because it was actually a faction with Davey Richards. But I'm pretty sure this was the first year I watched Ring of Honor. It was the No Remorse Corps.
Andrew?
The No Remorse Corps.
And your winner and new Combat Wrestling Trivia Heavyweight Champion of the World, the Minor Threat, Matthew Rosa.
Wow. Not only is he the world champion, not only is he the tag team champion, but he is the current singles point holder. 34-33. What a match.
I think I just broke everyone's eardrums that were watching.
Wow. Holy. No, it's for charity. But what an insane match.
I'm not going to lie. I thought Matt was out of it after those first two rounds because I thought he was just like, there's no way I could catch up. But then something happened. Something happened in round 4. He found it within himself to come back. He made it competitive in that 5th and final round.
And what's crazy is if Matt would have missed this, Andrew would have won. Because Andrew had the question. Matt had to dig down deep to pull that question and win by 1 point. Let's get to the post-match pre-match promos, whatever, right now.
My brother, Matt, you did it. We did it. We're the 2-man power trip now. You're double belted for the second time this week alone. You're the heavyweight champ. You're the first ever Triple Crown champ. You got the tag team belt too with me. What's going through your mind right now?
I'm sorry, I'm trying to stop crying long enough to answer your question. Honestly, all that's going through my head is when I was a kid and I thought wrestling was lame, until my dad made me sit down and watch a Great Muta match, and just the fire that he inspired in me when I was little, and all my earliest memories being playing wrestling video games, and that's how I got so good at the nicknames, for anybody who's wondering. And all the times that people made fun of me in this community for not being very good at anything beyond music and not even being able to win the belt in that league. For all the times that people made fun of me in real life for liking wrestling as much as I do. And the fact that, I found some sort of validation. It's not much, but it's honest. It's something I earned honestly. And that's all that matters, man. Yeah. Sorry.
It's all good, man. It's all good. I've been there with you for this entire journey. I saw how rough it was to have those setbacks in jukebox trivia for you because it felt like you were the chosen one, and it was just luck was not on your side that day. Or
came down to the exact same situation. I had been down, then I caught up, then it came down to one last question, and Luca knew it, and I didn't. This time, we both knew it, but it didn't matter because I had done the work in the earlier round. And, I know I'm supposed to be a heel, and I'm being a real Mike Kalinowski right now by crying after winning the belt, but it means a lot to me, man. Andrew is an incredible player, and I think he totally had an argument for being the greatest of all time if I hadn't gone on the run that I've just gone on. I think he is still the best heavyweight champion there's ever been because I haven't defended this belt yet. But I definitely am going to. I promise. I will defend this belt at least once. I'm going to be a fighting champion. I'm going to be a real champion. It's just crazy to think that if I hadn't watched my TV 30 on a cold 2 a.m. in January of 2011, I never see the No Remorse Corps, and I sure as heck don't have that answer deep inside of my mind. It's a crazy feeling. I can't explain how much this has meant to me. If you know me personally, you know that this is all I've wanted. I have wanted this heavyweight belt for so long now, and I've been so determined to win it. And I'm bummed that I wasn't able to win the deuce, to do the double dash and be the workhorse champion and the heavyweight champion at the same time. But at least I'm the only person to have ever done it. Period.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't have to do it at the same time. I did them both, and that's all that matters, I guess. It's just.
Let me say something real quick. Matt, first off, congratulations. You earned this title. Another thing, and we're getting all sappy here, so you might as well bring it up. You and me hang out. Us three, we're really close. And to see you finally make the mountaintop is emotional for me, and I'm super, super happy for you, man.
Thank you. Thanks, brother.
Congrats.
It's important. It's a huge moment for me because Andrew, you have been the Patriots of this league. You have been the scary final boss, unbeatable. I thought going into round 3, I was like, he's already won. Like, how did I let this happen again? And then round 4, I hear on this day, and I was like, this is God giving me a chance. And if you wanted to learn the math religious, there you go. This is God giving me a chance to revenge what happened in round 2. And I can show that on this day is a strength, and that I actually do consider it a strength. And Sid Iudi, I mean, who has watched Sid Iudi matches but me? I'm sorry. The only people who watch Sid Iudi matches are me and Sid Iudi. And that's it. The other guy in the match wasn't even watching because his eyes were closed.
I don't think Sid Iudi even watched Sid Iudi matches. He was too busy waiting to play softball.
Oh, man.
Matt, not only are you
crazy.
The first ever Triple Crown champion.
Yep.
You've earned all the belts. Not only are you a current double champion, you now hold the singles record with 34 points in a 5-round match. That is insane. That's going to feel like even more of a bigger accomplishment as well.
Especially considering how weak of a round 1 and 2 I had. That means almost all of that was done in rounds 3, 4, and 5.
Yep.
I'm pretty proud of that.
It's the strategy of the game. You made the strategy of the game work to your advantage.
Especially the end. When you didn't know your answer, you used your last repeat and thought about it. That's using strategy and using your repeats to your advantage.
I remembered it was when they were starting to do the proving ground matches, and I remember that Roderick Strong didn't obey the honor code, and that was when he joined the No Remorse Corps. It was like that was just something buried deep inside of me, and who remembers the honor code? But I do. I remember because I thought it was a really neat concept. The good wrestlers shake hands and the bad ones don't. It's just like, okay, that pretty easily establishes who the heel and face are. And
we could do that here because I have no idea who's a heel and a face right now.
It's pretty clear I'm a heel most of the time, but right now this is pretty out of character.
But
it's a moment.
This is a huge moment. But you talked about being a fighting champion.
Yeah,
that's what you're going to be because, as you know, the first match of our new season is going to be a number 1 contenders match between Alec Miller and Harley Borick. If you had to pick, which one would you want to take on?
Alec, because Harley scares me. I think Harley in a 5-round match is a scary prospect. I have no idea what she'll do because she could play how she played in the tag match and be garbage, or she could play how she played against Liam and be great. You never know what you're going to get out of Harley because sometimes Harley has terrible matches and sometimes Harley has great matches. Alec, I know consistently I could outstudy him. I believe that. I think I could outstudy Alec Miller. Back in character, I think that I could whoop either of them, but I think it would be easier to whoop Alec Miller.
All right, guys.
And one more thing before we wrap this up and go to Andrew, because he's probably like, have they forgotten I'm still here? I'm so proud of you, man. And the Monday after our tag match airs, I'm going to put in a super chat on the SEN Live asking Harloff to say our names as the new tag champs. And then the Monday after that, because this is going to air on the following Friday, I'm going to put in another super chat for Harloff to address you as the new Combat Wrestling Trivia Heavyweight Champion of the world. I want the whole world to know that you are something special in this community.
Listen, Harloff, listen to me, man. If my band has a #1 hit, I am sending you money to start the Wrestling Trivia Schmodown. I will invest. You got to use one of our songs as the theme. That's it. That's the only condition. I will independently invest in a Wrestling Trivia Schmodown. Mark my words. So let's get it on the tip of your tongue song on the charts.
And
Let's
also,
do it.
I'd like an Extreme Rules match with Ben Campbell from the Finstock Exchange, please.
Sounds fine.
All right, guys. That has been your new heavyweight champion of the world, the Minor Threat, Matthew Rosa. And we'll be right back with Andrew the Dude Hayes. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with the former world heavyweight champion, Andrew the Dude Hayes. Man, you put up 33 points in this match, which is insane. How are you feeling?
I'm proud of Matt, of myself, of this league. I mean, yeah, I lost by 1 point, and yeah, there were points left on the table. But when I felt like I really didn't make a mistake. I played as best as I could. I gave it my all. I left everything out in the match. And so I can't be disappointed that I lost. I mean, Matt, obviously, scoring 31 points, beating me, again, that's nothing. Like, you can't do that unless you're a great player. And you can't be the world champion of this league unless you are a great player. So the fact that, I was able to just stay in it. I knew, like, I'd be lying if I said, like, after round 1 or 2 that this match was mine, because I didn't know how rounds 3 and 4 were going to go. I knew that I could not do good in those rounds, and I did not know how the betting round was going to go. And it just turned out those rounds they weren't my rounds. I'm always the first person to say this. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. And, while I started strong and ended strong, I mean, I scored, 33 points?
33 points.
33 points.
You basically set the record for the most points scored in a losing
Without a
effort.
win.
Yeah. Match just ended even stronger. And, I mean, to lose to him, I'm not upset, disappointed. He 100% deserves this. I know how much he wanted this. I think this. I'm happy with what happened. I'm at peace with what happened. There's nothing to be ashamed of. I mean, I held the belt for a year, or almost a year, I should say. And I was just happy. I said it the first time I won it. I was happy to it was only for a second. And the fact that I was able to defend it twice, hold on for it as long as I was happy because, I love the Schmodown just as much as anybody else in this community. And, I love, Full Metal, but I with movie trivia, that's just not my thing. I can't hang with the big boys in that league. I always knew that if there was a league, I could be the best and I could be the champion. And luckily, I was sitting at an Applebee's and I get a message from Hunter, and he asked me, and I immediately jumped up on the opportunity, and just fate had it that I would be the first champion. And I've always wanted validation in these fan leagues. I think today I finally got that validation from not just from anybody else, but from myself mostly, honestly. That because there's always that question: do I belong here? And I think today proved that I do.
Without a doubt, it does. So, I do have another question for you.
Sure.
What's next for you?
I know you and me, Hunter. We talked about this a little bit. I will not be asking for an immediate rematch. I feel like because me and Matt went 3, I feel like whoever went this end of the feud for now. I'm not saying, me and Matt are never going to face each other, but there's always that chance, I could work my way back up, or we just face each other down the line again. But I told Matt, or told Hunter, I should say, I don't want an immediate title match. I want somebody else to have a shot, because I had my time in the spotlight for almost a year. That's a long time. I would honestly feel selfish if I went right back into the spotlight. So with that being said, I am going to be taking a little bit of a break from singles. I don't know how long that is. I truly don't. I just need time away from singles. With that being said, I will still be competing in teams because that's a different thing.
Perfect, because we're actually working on something for the teams that competed in the recent turmoil. We'll announce it off screen at a later time once we have the specifics gathered together. But I'm glad to hear that you and Aaron will still be pursuing a team's career moving forward.
But I feel like as of right now, I've done all I could want to do in singles. I mean, I can go after the workhorse, but that just wouldn't feel right to me, because that's for people who just haven't had a chance yet. I certainly have had my chance. And, I said this to Matt during the taping of the turmoil. I go, I don't care. Obviously, I would want to win, and I wouldn't want to lose. But what mattered most, to me at least, is if I just wanted to go to the absolute limit with him. Because, I knew that we were capable of putting a match on like this. And the first time, that just didn't happen. And the second time, that didn't happen. And, I was just hoping, even him, I was hoping for him to at least come back. Of course, I wanted me to come out with the win at the end, but I was hoping, it wouldn't be this, blowout at the end, because that would just be honestly disappointing to me, because, I honestly, I didn't know if who was going to win. It absolutely shocked me that I knew an ROH question, especially the very last question. All I got to say is, Matt, I truly believe that you're the greatest in this league. I mean, you've done it all. You're a Triple Crown tag. You're now the world champion. You beat me twice. You're the only person to beat me in this league. And I voted for you for a reason, dude, to be player of the year. I would, again, feel selfish if I had voted for myself. I was the champion for a year, but I didn't, or for the season, or for most of the season, but I just didn't feel like, with the way I was playing, was player of the year. The way you were playing was absolutely the player of the year. And I'm just happy you brought the best out in me. And I just got to thank you for that, man.
All right. That has been Andrew the Dude Hayes. Hell of a match, sir. Hell of a match.
I'm not ashamed at all to lose.
You shouldn't be. Nothing to hang your hat on. We'll be back to the desk right now. All right, we're back at the desk, and wow. Insanity. What a match. What a main event for Trivia for Thon this was.
Without a doubt, this topped last year's main event, and I was in it. So I feel like I should be hyping that up more, just because I'm an attention. I like recognition, but I can't deny how good both of these competitors are, because I've shared the ring with both of them as opponents, and in Matt's case as a partner. And I know what these two have gone through to get to this point. I know how much this means to them, not just cementing themselves as the best wrestling trivia competitors of all time, but also being ambassadors for wrestling trivia in a community that, and I realize this, hence why I'm trying to work towards getting better at movie trivia in other leagues as well. But I realize we're part of a very movie-centric community. And wrestling, like, you post one thing every day, and for some reason that one thing is too much for certain people to handle, because we're still the group that gets shoved into the closet from time to time, and because of these two gentlemen that we saw just a few moments ago, I feel like we've opened their eyes a little bit. that we do
Oh,
have
yeah.
a place in this community, and like we belong. And when that wrestling trivia schmodown does become a thing, these two will be the not me and Hunter, although we'd
No.
like to be there too, but Matthew and Andrew,
Yes.
they will be the ambassadors for the wrestling trivia schmodown. They will be the ones who carry the torch and
They
put
could be first two brought up to the Wrestling Trivia Showdown. I
without
have
question.
no doubt about that.
Absolutely, without question. And when that day comes, it will be a great day for all of us here at
Oh,
Combat
yes.
Wrestling Trivia. And this was a great way to close out Trivia for Thon 2. Again,
Go ahead and plug it one more time, Nico.
of course, of course. Again, thank you to those of you who have donated so far. And I should mention that donations will still be accepted all the way up to February 22nd at 11:59 p.m. That's when the cutoff date is. But until we get to that point, there's still plenty of time for you to donate. Again, whether it's $1 or $1,000, every little bit counts, and we appreciate every ounce you give. One last time, hashtag trivia, the number 4, THON, the number 2. The event is called Trivia Fourthon 2. Click that link in the description below and donate to the 4 Diamonds Pediatric Cancer Research Fund as part of my and Penn State New Kensington's joint fundraising efforts. Fourthon. You've heard me say a million times over what the 4 Diamonds Fund does for kids with cancer and their families. It covers the costs. It helps get us closer to finding a cure so they don't have to be enrolled in the Penn State Hershey Children's Hospital. And like Thon, just putting ourselves through 46 hours of dancing at the Bryce Jordan Center for that weekend in February. Like you get just the slightest glimpse, the slightest understanding of what those kids go through while they're fighting with cancer. I get that slightest understanding of what my dad was going through during the 14 months he was fighting cancer. And sadly, he didn't make it. And I don't want the same to happen to those kids fighting at Hershey Children's Hospital. I want them to survive. I want them to be able to live a life that a kid should live. And every donation you give helps us out in that moment. And you can see how much my college means to me right here from the shirt. This is my Nittany Pride News shirt. I was a member of the school newspaper. I was even the editor-in-chief at one point. I didn't get to actually wear this shirt as part of the staff. It was given to me as a graduation present when I finally did take that walk across the stage for my diploma. But you understand how much all of this means to me, from my alma mater to this community that we're all a part of, to what Thon does, to what the 4 Diamonds Fund does. To how much my dad means to me. This is his chain. You saw me wear it last year. I still wear it with me every day. I still think about him every day. Cancer has affected the lives of everyone in this community in some way, shape, or form. And I'd like to think that this is our way of giving them hope. This is our way of giving the kids and the families at 4 Diamonds and Hershey Children's Hospital hope. Let's all just do a good thing. Let's all spread the positivity around here.
Hell yeah. And him being a editor for the newspaper is why he does all of the descriptions, because my punctuation sucks. Let's put it nicely.
You still start sentences with lowercase letters, and that still bothers me. But we'll discuss that later. Anyway, thank you all again for watching every video that took place this week across the 5 channels. We broadcasted matches, whether it was trivia, whether it was debate, whether it was just a podcast. I thank you all for tuning in, watching all these great matches that we put on for you.
Mm-hmm.
We did this because we wanted to give you guys some fun out of all the tragedy that we're trying to bring awareness to. And I feel like we accomplished that goal. Now it's just a matter of, can we get to that $10,000 mark that I'm aiming towards?
I think we can. All right, guys. So thank you all for watching. Thank you all for donating. Remember, link is still in the description of this video. You can still donate little or as much as possible. There you go, right there. Link is in the description below. And if you guys did enjoy, hit that like button, subscribe to Combat Wrestling Network. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys soon. Peace.